What's going on, guys? Dan back at the Regular Guy Garage. Still plugging away at the engine, even though I'm waiting on parts. I'm waiting on some head bolts, and I ended up redoing my piston and valve clearance, or not piston and valve clearance, my push rod length check. And the valve, the sweep is just a little bit bigger than I would like. So, and I think it's okay, but I ordered a checking tool anyway, and I'm gonna get that checked out. So I'll go over that when I get the tool in. It should be here by Wednesday or so. By the time you probably actually see this video, it might even be here. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put the oil pump on the engine along with the front cover. I'll probably do the harmonic balancer, and then rear seal. What else I need to do? Actually, rear seal, I'll probably wait. Realistically, I could actually take where I'm at now. I could throw the oil pump, oil pan, front cover, and then the rear stuff on, as far as like rear main seal and whatnot, and then put the engine back in the car. And if I have to wait too long for parts, I actually might do that. One, because I'm impatient. I'm always looking for something to do, and two, just to kind of keep the content flowing. I've got a pretty good setup in the garage to where I wouldn't mind working underneath the car, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I went through and I put a kind of just a layer of paint on the block. It's just a cast iron color, just to kind of make it kind of freshen it up. It had that kind of brown rusty color. Anyway, guys, moving on with the oil pump. It goes right here. Go ahead and clean the surface, get my gasket ready. So I got one of these blue Felpro gaskets. It feels pretty legit. I guess we'll see how it goes. I've never used one before, so this is the first for me. Okay, so what I'm slowly finding out is with this one-piece oil pan gasket, you need to put the timing cover on first. I'm gonna try and sneak it on with the oil pan just loosened down a little bit and drooping, and if not, I'll just have to pull the oil pan back off and throw the timing cover on. So let's see if I can get it done. All right, guys, so with regard to the flywheel, I got some new flywheel bolts coming, so I just snugged them for now. I just really wanted to get this stuff down in the car because I'm still waiting on parts, but I'm impatient and I want to do work. So I'm going to get this engine in the car, and then once I get it in the car, the intake's going to come off. The head bolts are going to get loosened up again, but at least the engine will be in the car. I'll free up some room in the garage, and I can start, working on some other little stuff, getting some ground straps hooked up, little things. But anyway. Well, guys, as good as everything looks right now in the car, and as good as it feels to have it in there looking like that, this stuff is all kind of just mocked up. What I wanted to do is get the engine in the car, because while I'm waiting for certain parts, in the end, I had to end up measuring push rods and stuff. But I have a clutch coming in. I got some stuff coming in to where I could throw the transmission in, throw the drive shaft on, and then just really deal with focusing on tightening up the top end of the engine. Basically, I can get the whole front on. I get the heads bolted on. I got those bolts coming in soon. But anyway, got the engine back in the car. Really big milestone here. The project is coming along very, very, very quick, and I'm honestly really excited to see where it goes. So what I ended up doing was getting a lot of the small things back on. I got the ground strap back on. I have to do, the one on the head, obviously, which is going to be later. I got the oil pressure sending unit. Got that back in. Got some thread sealing on it. What else did I do? Motor mounts are bolted down. The heads are going to have to come off. When I take the heads off, I'm going to slip the long tube headers. And what I'll probably actually do next is transmission will go in, because the engine has a severe tilt to it, because there's no transmission holding it up. So what I'll probably do is engine or transmission will go in. And that also has to go on before I do the long tubes. So transmission will go in, long tubes, I'll just lay them down in there because I'm not trying to take that steering shaft off. And then I'm going to try and get the heads on, torque the heads down, move on to the intake manifold. Well, actually, I need to measure the push rods first. Once I get the correct length for that, I can move on. Anyway, guys, it looks pretty good to me. I'm not very super meticulous with cleaning. This is a clean engine bay for me. I mean, obviously, once it's all put together and there's not wires and hoses everywhere, but this is about as clean as I'm going to get it. I'm more worried about the functionality of the engine, and I like the exterior of the car to look good. The under here, I mean, it is what it is. This will be more than good enough. I am retaining the air conditioning. I built a few cars without air conditioning, and here in North Carolina, it just gets miserable, and I end up not driving it, and then I end up getting rid of it. So we are going to retain the air conditioning. That's why I left it in. It's going right back in the car. Anyway, guys, that's where we're at the project. That's going to be it for this video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, check out the project, check out the playlist for all of the videos that I have for this car. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. As always, take care, and we'll see you on the next one.